the keeper of the king's treasury, to see Misha, great and mighty monarch of Moab.
Bid him forward.
Long live the king! Long live the king!
State your mission quickly to the point.
The herds keeper and his men are here from Israel, O king, to collect the usual tax of 100,000 lambs and 100,000 rams.
200,000 sheep we pay the king of Israel?
Yes, your majesty. It was originally levied by King Ahab. We have been paying it ever since.
We have, but we won't, as of now. Send the Israelite herdsmen back to their king, empty-handed.
But there will be a war, your majesty.
War with whom?
Israel, your majesty.
Scribe, who wears the crown of Israel?
Jehoram, your majesty.
Jehoram. What sort of king is he?
Weak, your majesty. No push or ambition. Easygoing. Easily persuaded.
Will he try to collect those 200,000 sheep by force?
He'll send ambassadors, messengers, try for a peaceful settlement. But war? No, your majesty.
Well, send those herdsmen back with this message. Misha, great and mighty king of Moab, refuses now and henceforth to pay tribute
to the weak and vacillating king of Israel.
So, Misha the Great refuses to pay tribute, does he? He probably thinks I'm not as strong or determined as my father, King Ahab, was. You'll learn, King Misha. Scribe, send a fast messenger to Judah and say unto King Jehoshaphat, O great and mighty king of Judah, the king of Moab hath rebelled against me, refusing to pay the tribute levied by Ahab my father. Wilt thou, O Jehoshaphat, go with me to do battle against the foolish Misha, king of Moab?
And Jehoshaphat agreed to help Jehoram.
Which way shall we go to Moab?
The safest way is through the wilderness of Edom.
Agreed. Also, perhaps we might get the king of Edom to go with us, he and his men of war.
So the king of Israel went, and the king of Judah, and the king of Edom. And they marched, they and their armies, 7 days towards Moab, and pitched camp in a certain valley.
Your Majesty.
Yes, General.
Your Majesty, there is no water in this place.
No water?
None at all, Your Majesty. The great host of soldiers with us, and the cattle will die of thirst. Or worse yet, Your Majesty, the armies of Moab will defeat us.
Hath the Lord brought us 3 kings here with our men to deliver us into the hands of Moab? Alas.
Is there not here a prophet of the Lord, that we may inquire of him what to do?
Elisha the prophet is with us, Your Majesty.
3 kings send for me, obviously to seek favors. Say on.
And no longer is there the slightest doubt, Elisha, that thou art truly the chosen prophet of God. Surely thou dost already know the plight in which we 3 kings find ourselves. Our combined armies are without water.
Thou art Jehoram, king of Israel.
Thou knowest I am.
I also know that thou hast not forsaken thy evil ways, nor hast thou caused Israel to give up their worship of Baal. The Lord God of Israel is displeased with thee, so why should I help thee? Why do you not call upon the prophets of Baal to help thee?
Nay, Elisha, prophet of God, let it not be so, lest the king of Moab defeat us, and our men are delivered into his hand.
As the Lord God liveth, and before whom I stand, surely I would not help thee, even listen to thee, were it not that I regard the presence of Jehoshaphat. So bring hither to me a minstrel.
And it came to pass, when the minstrel was fetched and played, that the Spirit of God came upon Elisha.
Thus saith the Lord, dig ditches throughout the length and breadth of this valley. There shall be no wind, neither shall there be rain. Yet shall the valley be filled with water, that ye may drink, both ye and your cattle and your beasts. The Lord will deliver the Moabites into your hand, and ye shall smite every fenced and choice city, and shall fell every good tree, and stop up all wells of water.
General, get the men busy immediately. Dig ditches everywhere.
By morning the valley was crisscrossed with ditches, but no water. Then suddenly, as the morning sacrifice was offered,
Water! Water! Everywhere! Water, look! Water!
So he decided, after all, did he, to use force and make me pay tribute? 3 kings and their combined forces at our border to make war?
A mere handful of men, Your Majesty, and ill-trained in such things as warfare.
Tomorrow in the early morning we shall march against them.
Ditches! Your Majesty! Ditches dug everywhere down there where the 3 kings and their forces are camped.
Someone smarter than I suspected. That valley has always been dry as a bone. They dig ditches, deep ones probably, and water comes forth. Intelligent, wise.
Perhaps not, Your Majesty. Look at the water. Is it not red?
A reflection of the rising sun.
Nay, Your Majesty. That is blood.
Blood? Blood of whom?
Obviously, Your Majesty, it is the blood of the enemy. They have fought amongst themselves, killing one another.
Yes. Yes, the 3 kings are slain, and their men of war. Oh, General, forward to the spoil!
And behold, when the Moabites came to the camp of Israel, the Israelites arose from their hiding places and smote the Moabites, so that they became confused and fled. But the Israelites went after them, smiting them even in their own country.
General, forget not the instructions of Elisha. Destroy their cities, fell their trees, and make desolate their vineyards and fields.
And there was great rejoicing in Israel, for had not God, through his faithful prophet Elisha, turned a sure defeat into glorious victory?